Good morning. I'd like to thank Josh, Carla, Brittany, and the Academies for inviting me to share my passion of extracurricular activities and athletics. It's something that I hold very firm in my experience. Actually, Christopher and I, when we were having our tabletop discussion, and the question was asked about the positive things we remember from our middle school years, we talked about our experience as musicians and as athletes, and holding those experiences and remembering them, so many years later. Joey, talking about one trusted adult in the building. We believe that extracurricular activities and athletics, whether it's a coach or a sponsor, provides that opportunity beyond the bell to engage with our students. And then Mayor Schaaf talking about obesity rates and fitness, and talking about the values of intramurals and extracurricular activities and athletics in promoting a healthy lifestyle. So I want to talk a little bit about Montgomery County Public Schools, where we work. MCPS is the 14th largest district in the United States. It's the largest district in Maryland. We serve over 165,000 students each and every day, almost 38,000 middle school students. Our demographics, you can see we are a very diverse county, and we celebrate our diversity, and we try to serve the diversity of MCPS. Not just with race and ethnicity, but our socioeconomics. In Montgomery County, we have some of the wealthiest areas in the country. We also have some of the more challenged socioeconomic areas. So for us as a district, we have to be able to cast a very wide net to serve all of our students. And we believe that our extracurricular activity program helps our principals and our school district move their core values and mission forward. So today, in my 10 to 12 minutes, which I believe is the attention span of a middle school student, if I heard correctly, just saying, we'll stay within that, I hope. I'm going to talk about three of the major components of our program. First are our clubs and activities, the second of which is our intramural programs, and the third is interscholastic athletics, which my office directly services day in and day out. Some points of emphasis across all of our activities. Of course, student engagement and parent involvement. We believe in MCPS that interscholastic athletics and extracurricular activities form a bridge into the school building, okay, and bring our parents in, engage them. Not just with coming to events, but also thinking about something as simple as our parent portal. If you're a parent now, most districts have that portal where you can go and check grades. You can do everything you'd like to do as a parent in the district. What we have found, interestingly enough, in the last 2 years is that registering for athletics has driven our parents into that portal that they were not accessing before. So again, all the different ways that extracurricular activities and athletics can bring parents in. There's even some hidden ones that we see at the district. And certainly I continue to talk to our technology department about the role that we play, and we value that role. We own that role in bringing our parents into our programs. We believe in a robust program. There are many interests in this room alone. Not everyone's an athlete, not everyone's an artist, not everyone's a musician. We want to reach all of our students. So that's why in MCPS we really think a robust program is the way we can reach all of our students. Equity and access, of course, across our district. We want to make sure there are no barriers to participation in our program. And fortunately, 2 years ago, our superintendent eliminated the extracurricular activity fee. So we're very happy about that. There is no cost to be part of our program in MCPS. And when we are structuring and building out our programs, we want to make sure that there are no costs, whether it's transportation, equipment, uniforms. We want that experience to reach all students. Character development and the core values, and I'll share some of our core values in a couple minutes, and really owning what extracurricular activities and athletics bring in terms of that character development. And of course, academic excellence. We tell our athletes, you're student athletes, you're students first, and really embedding that message into everything that we do. So first, I'll talk briefly about the clubs and activities. So we have some clubs and activities that are present across all 40 of our middle schools. Okay, we have a stipend in each of those schools for a sponsor. We have a program that is present across all schools. But we also have school-based clubs. And we know that there are groups of students across our 40 middle schools that have different interests. So we allow our principals to meet with students to designate which clubs they want to move forward, to provide opportunities for that sponsor, and to build that program out that's school-based. And again, similar to diversity, we want more programs, and we certainly want to meet the needs of our kids and our students in our classes. So the principals have the structured activities, but also have the ability to meet the needs of their schools. Our second program is the intramural program. And this is something that exists, again, as a school-based program with countless opportunities for students to participate, tackling the obesity, health, and physical fitness components in particular, along with some character development. So the intramural programs are very much activity-based. They live at the school, and they are to provide opportunities. So there are no cuts in our intramural program. All students are welcome, and there are activity buses after school that provide transportation to and from the school, home from those activities on the days that those are taking place. The intramural program provides, as I mentioned, countless opportunities. We promote participation. So again, it's a building block into the interscholastic athletics model that I'll talk about in a couple minutes for 7th and 8th graders. So 6th graders come in as they're transitioning into middle school. Everyone is welcome into the intramural program. So there'll be, again, choices offered over the course of the various seasons. Students can participate, and that provides those benefits for them both in the classroom, in the community, in the activity they are participating in. So now I'll transition into the third area, the athletics program, and that is my office in particular. So we have 25 high schools in MCPS with over 22,000 students participating. At the middle school, we have approximately 5,000 students participating in the formal interscholastic athletics program. So in the sports that we offer in the fall season, boys and girls slow pitch softball, cross country. This season, actually this week, we started our winter sport, which is basketball, and in the spring we offer boys and girls soccer. And these are structured interscholastic programs that students try out for. They are available for our 7th and 8th grade students. A big part of athletics in our middle schools that we've been focusing on the last couple of years is our why. And really, why do athletics exist? And in MCPS, we created our RAISE core values. Okay, respect and sportsmanship, academic excellence, integrity and character, spirited safe competition, and equity and access. So for the last 3 years, we have really embedded our RAISE core values in everything we do. We try to have our coaches, our student athletes, our athletic coordinators live the core values and celebrate the core values. So we use the hashtag #WeRaise to celebrate our RAISE core values. So if you are on Twitter and you type in that hashtag, likely you're going to see the most recent, I believe, one I saw was Pyle Middle School in MCPS. Their athletic program just did a drive for equipment and supplies for athletics for students who were less fortunate around the Thanksgiving holiday. And we try to celebrate all of the things in MCPS that we do that exemplify our RAISE core values. Our vision, mission, and purpose, you'll see, I'll highlight a couple of these words. Certainly, you've heard a lot today about the mental, moral, physical, and social-emotional learning of our students. We believe that. We own that in athletics. And I think that's something, as we have over 2,000 coaches that we're trying to educate who are being that one adult that's taking a vested interest in student athletes, that building that bridge after school. We want them to own that role. As an athletics program, we believe in being innovative. And I think, it's been talked about this morning, institutional practices. There are many in athletics. And so for us, we have to look at our program through a critical lens, and things that may have existed just because, we have to think and challenge. As we are moving our program forward, how can we break down barriers for students and really provide opportunities for all, and with our equity and access and our core values? Some key differences between high school and middle school athletics in MCPS. High schools, championships, standings, okay? How's the team? What's their win-loss record? In middle school, no championships, no standings. Okay, so it's a different philosophical lens that we take with the middle school program. At the high schools, we have varsity and JV. Middle schools, it's an introduction to competition. And as I mentioned before, we open that athletics program up in the seventh and eighth grade years to provide that developmental transition into sports. But again, both of the programs are raising our core values. Our program, again, in summary, we are going to promote academic eligibility and expectations. So there is an eligibility policy, certainly at the high school level. We want to start instilling those expectations and have students motivate to get there. The integrity and character piece, not just with promoting a positive culture, but we've used participation in extracurricular activities and athletics to directly address bullying, hazing, harassment, and abuse. We've created a presentation that every student athlete and extracurricular activity participant views at the beginning of that season that addresses those specific topics, which are certainly important at the middle school level. And in closing, our rewards raised. We believe that our program is certainly rewarding, and we believe in the value of extracurricular activities and athletics. Our coaches being role models. It's a stepping stone into the high school program. The promotion of the why. Why do we exist in schools? We exist in schools to build better students and build better people. And we own that in MCPS, and we trumpet that in every way we can. And again, I invite you to check out our hashtag #WeRaise to see some of the community service moments moving forward. And I look forward to interacting with the rest of the crew today as we discuss ways to further opportunities for our middle school students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. They will be followed by two representatives from Broward County Public Schools, the sixth largest school district in the United States. First is Tanya Thompson, Project Coordinator for the Reimagining Middle Grades Initiative, and second is Philip Harris, who's the Program Manager for Recovery.